Hey everyone, so I just want to do a quick tutorial of the 3 EMA strategy that I use in a trend. So just to kick off, the indicators I'm using are, I use a MACD, and I'll show you the settings on the MACD. That's just for extra confirmation. I also use 3 EMAs, which is the main strategy. So the EMAs I'm using is a 25, a 50, and a 100. I do add a 9 EMA just for extra confirmation as well, which I'll explain. So if you want to copy my full strategy, you can do a 9 EMA, 25, 50, and a 100. So how the strategy works is we need to have a clear trend first. So you can zoom out to a larger time frame. I usually go 50 minutes or 5 minutes, but we'll just look at 5 minutes from here. And you can see we have a clear trend here as our EMA lines are all trending upwards in the same direction with a nice gap between them. If they're crisscrossing everywhere, I'd stay out of it, and I've learned my lessons with that. So I'll come back to the 1 minute. Okay, so you see here, my first long position was here. So what I did was I went long here and took profit here. So I'll show you the strategy. Okay, so when we're trailing, all candles are trailing in the uptrend up above the 9 EMA and up above the 25 EMA. So when we get a pullback down across the 9 EMA towards the 25 EMA, we're getting a nice little pullback there. The pullback should stop between the 50 EMA and the 25 EMA. Sometimes it'll be a stronger pullback towards the 100 EMA, but we don't want it to cross past the 100 EMA, as that could be a potential reversal. Not always, but we do watch out for that. So how the strategy works then is once the pullback comes down, you see here we came towards the 50 EMA, we came back towards the 25 EMA to the 9 EMA and closed above the 9 EMA. That's where I took my long trade. You can see here we have a little retest of the 50 EMA again, and then back to the 9 EMA and all the way up. Sometimes I do wait for the retest and then take my long, but this was a pretty good entry. So I entered here. I set my stop loss initially under the 100 EMA just to be safe, but I will move that up as a trailing stop loss while the candles are moving towards on target. So that was a take profit. I took profit here. So now you can see we have another setup coming in live. So this is a live NQ NASDAQ chart on the 1 minute time frame. You can see here we're after crossing the 9 EMA. We came down to the 25 EMA. So I'm going to wait for that now to potentially come down further towards the 50 EMA, even between the 50 and 100. And then if it comes back to my 25 EMA and 9 EMA, I'll take a long up to my target here. I will just get a brush up to my target zone here, which I've marked off previously as a resistance zone, as you can see up here. So that's my target before we get a larger pullback today. We might not hit it. We might, with trading, you're not always correct. But this strategy works out very well for me. Before the strategy, I took a lot of losses. So this seems to be a pretty safe strategy along with the 15-minute orb strategy, which I'll be doing on the New York Open. Yeah, so look, we have a nice setup coming in live here. So let's wait for that setup and see what happens. Nice pullback, I mean. So potentially our pullback back here was below the 50 EMA. So we're probably going to do the same thing up here. It's usually how markets work until there is a reversal. So we'll see now where this stops. Sometimes I'll go to my 5-minute chart just to see what's happening there. You can actually execute this on a 5-minute chart, but I prefer the 1-minute chart because EMAs tend to do better work on the 1-minute chart for this strategy. We do have an order block down here, which is a really nice buy entry for longer longs, which I will be looking at today as well. But this is just to show you the EMA strategy I use on the 1-minute time frame for scalps. I usually go 1-to-3 ratio, loss at 1, reward at 3, and just trail it and stop whenever you feel uneasy about it. But you can do 1-to-1 if you feel safer. So we look like we're kind of breaking down now here, breaking the cells a little bit. There's a little bit buyer pressure coming in here on the 15 EMA. We'll see. The 9 EMA is starting to cross here, which could usually signal a short-term reversal, which could come down to our order block. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, there's a bit of resistance on the 50 EMA, all right, so we could potentially come back to our 9 and go further up, but also the market does what it wants, so it could come down further to our order block here. So the MACD I use then is, I set a MACD on a time frame of 395 with a EMA. I just find on the 1 minute chart, this is the best for confirmation of entries and exits. So when the fast 3 crosses up here past the 9, then we're okay for our long, and we can go long. See, it's starting to actually break down here. This is starting to break down. You can see we're getting more of a crossing down, so this could potentially cross back over, and that will signal our long again. It's the same for shorts. You see here the fast line crosses their signal line down to short, which is up here. Yeah, we're definitely getting a breakdown here. So I'm looking for the candles to come back and close above the 25 and 9 EMA and get across here, and then I'll go for a long to our last target. Yeah, so if we close up here, up above the 25 and up above the 9 EMA, I'm going to take that long. Yeah, so we're starting to come up now. I'm going to take that long now. Put my sell stop just below the previous low, and I'm going to target that high. We also have our MACD cross here, which is extra confirmation, and we're opening up here, potentially to come to here, so we'll see. I could take profit earlier on this one. We should get a retest as well, but that's no panic. We'll see how that pans out. So that's the EMA strategy I use. So best of luck. Any questions, let me know.